yourself and tell us what you're looking to achieve this year. I mean, this month, then this year.
My name is Mariam.
Namesake.
Yes, I'm a lawyer and currently studying my master's in law, international law, human rights, security complete in the United Kingdom. And my goals, I have a lot of goals. But when you said for this month, is to first of all meet up my essay. That is I think it's 10 paper in the US. My essay for this trimester. I have 3 to finish in the next 2 weeks. Start work on my dissertation, and start reading more outside my study. I think that's just what I want to achieve for now.
Okay, so I'm taking my sticky note and I'm trying to write everybody's name on each sticky note so that I place it somewhere and okay, this is the person who said this. So that when I'm praying as well, I'll be putting you people in my prayer. And it's not just for me to pray. People should not just let my prayer waste. People should be willing to act. So I have Scholar Mariam. Okay, Arole, who is looking to, can you run me through what you're looking to achieve again?
This month, completing my essay, my 3 essays.
Okay.
Then working towards my dissertation.
Okay.
I'm starting my dissertation this month.
So how long does it take to complete a dissertation?
From now till August or September ending.
So what is the small step that you must do in 1 month? Let's leave the
proposal form. Writing the proposal.
Good. So now let's talk about you writing your proposal. Leave dissertation first, Abi. You get to dissertation, but the first step is what?
Proposal. The proposal.
So write that somewhere. First chapter, stroke, proposal. Awesome. So let's, the reason why we are breaking things down is you also I would recommend that you get a journal so that as we are going through it, you have like a place where I have several journals. In fact, this is one journal in front of me. This one is when I'm trying to write, sketch those ideas. I think this one is for my exam that I'm preparing for. So I have plenty of them. You are not the only. Good. And I have this one for like my daily, plans. I think I have this small one just to keep myself. The idea is not to even have plenty journals, but the idea is to at least know that, okay, you're disciplined enough to stick to what you say you will do. And you're making that goal simple, measurable, not, yes, I want to launch a book, but what's the first step? Who could write page 1? Write a paragraph, write a sentence, take a pen and start writing. Those are the baby steps. So now we know that Scholar Mariam is looking to work on her dissertation, and the first step is she wants to work on her proposal. Now tell me, why is this goal important to you? Scholar Mariam, why is this important?
Important to me because that's my purpose of coming to the UK.
Okay, but do you hold on? Whether you're doing this clarity of vision or not, would you not have done that still?
I would do it, but I want to what's English do so? I think I want to just better my research skill. That's the purpose.
Okay, that makes sense.
I want to be sure that when I write research, it should be accepted anywhere in the world.
Okay. So the reason why I'm interrupting you by posing that question is, there are some things that we know that we don't even need people to motivate us to do. Like if you have children, whether you like it or not, you will cook. Abi, if you're nursing a baby, whether you like it or not, the baby will suck breasts. You have no choice but to. So those things you don't necessarily need people to motivate you to achieve. And so for this program, my intention is for us to set very big goals. So I'm not saying unrealistic goals. I'm saying goals that you know that you really would need special grace, and the grace like the divine hand to achieve. So it's easier for me to say, okay, now if maybe I want to buy a car and I say, okay, they say a car is $3,000. Do you know that if I save $300 in few months, I can buy a 3,000 naira car, right?
Yes.
But if I want a car that is $30,000 in 30 days, is it possible for me that is earning 1,005 or 1,300 to buy that car?
No.
Is it?
No.
So the idea of this vision thing is for us to set goals that are not simple goals that we know that by my power I can achieve it. That's not what we're doing here. The idea is for us to set goals that we know that would require some effort from us, but that will take more of God stepping in to say, okay, you know what, I'm going to help you out here. So the effort from our part is the basis for our meeting on a weekly basis. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So
I want to add something to it.
Okay.
It was because he said for this month. If it was beyond this month, I had a lot of goals. But aside my schoolwork, I want to read more.
Okay.
I want to read
like
more.
developing the reading habits. Okay.
Yes, I have one, but it had died a long time ago. Aside from school. So the next thing is I have some, how will I say it, articles that I have submitted to journals since last year, book review, and even a particular one for this month. I could, because of this clarity, push myself to say, okay, I must do one of the two articles, even though my dissertation can also still wait in between.
Okay, great. So thank you for sharing more. So let me invite Scholar Oluwashola to just share our thoughts. I think we lost two people, maybe their internet or something. So let's have you. I can't see your face, so what's going on?
Okay, let me go to it clear. At least let her just install lights. Can you see my face now?
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. Let me go to a clearer place. Can you see my face now?
Yes. Please, because of our meeting, NEPA or no NEPA, number one, get a lamp. Even if it is Django, you know Django now. Or lantern. I'm telling you. Because I remember back then when I was back in Nigeria, I had a lantern, like, a lamp that I always use if I ever have to join a meeting online and there is no power supply. So tell us a little bit about you and the big goal or goals that you're looking to achieve by breaking it down into what you want to do in the month of May.
Okay. May. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Oluwashola. So, what are my goals for this month? One, I have to complete. I'm actually currently studying cultural and media studies.
Okay.
At African Studies, at the Institute of African Studies, University of Ibadan.
Nice.
So I'm in my third semester, and I'm to submit I'm to write a dissertation. Although I've submitted my proposal, and almost a month now that my supervisor have asked me to bring my chapter 1, but I've not been motivated. I've been lazy about it. That's one.
Okay.
2, I also I've been postponing. I want to write papers for conferences, articles and journals, but I just get lazy and tired and I just don't feel motivated. That's another one too. Then also, I want to work more on my scholarship, like getting to review schools that I would apply to, so that I would know the do's and don'ts and things like that. I've started, I dropped again, I got lazy. Then also, I had a commitment to learn for financial, what is it called? A financial platform that I need to watch some things and learn how to do things. That one have been postponing it. That is there. And lastly, I do, what is it called? I do these online presentation, like just little voicing and things like that. But
like public speaking?
I just do it once in a while and I drop. Yeah, public speaking. I do it once in a while and I stop. But I've like last week I was able to to bring out 2 videos, 2 things. I was able to do that. So I want to remain consistent with that. So those are the thing I'm hoping to be, I want to create that consistency. So these are, I think, the 5 things I want to do, and I hope I can achieve. I joined the clarity group last the month of January, but I was lazy, I was discouraged, and I was removed. And I couldn't fight it because I know I couldn't fight it because I know I was not effective. I think part of what happened was like internet. I had no, getting internet, like Nigerian thing. I couldn't get access to internet, and
don't make
doing
it a
content data.
Nigerian thing, no. So number one, we'll be changing our mindset here. In the same Nigeria, there's $100 there. Hold on, Abby.
Yes, so
Yes, so when we start saying Nigeria, it's just the way we, let me not talk. These things are just,
talk.
these things happen a lot of time because there's a way that the rich wants the average people to think. And the same place where we, the average people, are complaining is where they are making a lot of money. In this same America, do you know there are poor people here? Because they make it look like it is only in America that there are rich people. People are poor here. There was a day I was walking to a bus station. You needed to see these people smoking anyhow. That's where some of us are here spending the American dollars because we are fully funded scholarship. That's the mindset, because we believe we can get fully funded scholarship. We then get it, then we go there, and then we are spending and living large. The same mindset is what would make someone rich. The same mindset is what would make someone poor. So to start with, let's stop saying things like, Nigeria, Nigeria, no, imagine, let's not do that here. I know it would take time for us to get over some of those scripts that have been handed down to us by parents, by society, by even the government. But it is possible for us to change some of our beliefs, and it starts from the way we are talking. Because if you say you are lazy, laziness will come to you. If you say you are tired, you'll be more tired. If you say you are weak, you'll be weaker. When believers say things like, let the weak say I am strong, it's not a scam, it is just there's power in the tongue, and life and death is in the tongue. I mean, think about the story of, I don't want to start preaching because I'm not a pastor of a church. Think about the story of this guy, Job. He said, the very thing that I feared was what happened to me. So, and I'm sure there are Muslims here, there are Christians here, whatever faith or whatever religion you practice, or, there's this thing that we call, the power of the tongue or spoken words. So one thing that we do here, we try to say yes, even though we can't even see the yes. We try to say it will happen. We believe in possibility, even when everything is contradicting it in the physical. And the only thing that God needs is just one person to say yes. And that person should be you. That person should be me. We shouldn't be here. I mean, that's what are we doing here if at the end of the day, we can't first of all start by at least changing our mindset, because that's the first step to doing anything. A mind that is, there's this thing we say in UI that for a mind that knows, it's the mind that is free. If we are aware and we know that, no, we can't speak like this. I was telling someone said, would you want to go to Nigeria anytime from now? I said, if I go to Nigeria now with what I know, and I can still be here and be as broke as other students who think that nothing can happen in their lives beyond the scholarship money that is even so small. At least some of you guys will come here. At least Bisola-Mariam is here, so she can relate to what I'm saying. It's just like they make it look like everything is so aside from the scholarship money, what else? Except for people who believe that they can have more than they are possibly, they possibly have or they currently have access to. So I haven't heard from Scholar David. Let's hear from Scholar David before we wrap up, and then I'll give I'll give one or two assignments before we go.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
All right.
We need to see your face, so here
Good
we like
evening.
to see our faces.
It's very dark here in Nigeria. That's the
It
truth.
does not matter. Everybody
You
is
can't.
dark in
Oh
Nigeria.
Lord, you can't. I'm serious. There's no light where I am. I'm
And we'll
very
see the
serious.
darkness now, no problem.
Okay.
As a standing rule, we like to have to see everybody's face. Even if you have to buy candle, get a candle. I'm serious.
That's the reality. It's not like I'm camera shy or something. If there is light,
No, I'm
unfortunately,
just
there is no
saying,
light
I
currently.
understand what you're saying. I understand you, but I'm just saying that
Okay,
if
ma'am.
there is no light, we can have candle. If there's no light, we can have, lantern, lamp,
Okay, ma'am. This is my
even
torchlight.
torchlight, so that we get to see each other's face.
Okay, it's fine, man.
Yeah. So there was a
Yeah, I'm
question
sorry
I
I
asked. Did
joined
you
it.
get the question?
No, ma, because I think I joined a bit late. But the only thing I met you saying was about positivity,
Okay.
confessing positive things. That was what I heard you saying.
Okay, so to start with, don't use Ma for me. I prefer you call me by my name, BM or Bisola-Mariam,
Okay.
if you don't mind. And if you
All
keep
right, no
using Ma,
problem.
I'll keep using Sa for you. That's the way it goes. So just stick to calling me by my name. So
It's
the
fine. It's
question for
fine.
so the question for everybody is, I would want to pick a sticky note, write your name on it, and write what you're looking to achieve. So I want you to talk to us very quickly in a minute about
All right.
who you are, where you're from, what you're looking to achieve. So when I say what you're looking to achieve, I want you to be specific by saying that, okay, in the next 30 days, this is what I want to
Okay.
do. So if you tell
Okay.
us the 30 days, it can give us an idea of what you want to do in 60, in 90 days, in 6 months, in a year. But start with something we can measure in the next 30 days, even as we continue to meet on this program as a group.
Okay. So, all right. Thank you, BM. Yeah, so I'm still getting kind of uncomfortable.
Don't worry, you get used to it with time.
It's fine. Yeah. My name is David. I finished from Babafemi University. Yeah, a graduate of pharmacy. So I think I got inducted earlier this year into pharmacy profession in Nigeria. In the next 30 days, okay, I'm planning to write an exam, a management and professional exam. So within
What's
the
the
next
exam
30 days,
about?
is about management. It's
What
from
are
the
you
Nigerian Institute of
managing?
Management.
Explain.
All right. It's a diploma exam about general management. So it is a diploma exam offered by the Nigerian Institute of Management in Victoria Island in Lagos.
Why are you taking the exam?
So, personally, I'm very passionate about management and finance. So in the long term,
Well,
I
you
think
read
that's
pharmacy.
Yes, that's true.
How does that connect? Tell us.
Yeah, there's an aspect of healthcare financing.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about how your background in pharmacy connects with what you want to do with the exam that you're preparing to write.
It actually really connects, because if you are a pharmacist that want to work in the private sector, you need to have an idea of management, because most likely you'll be heading an industry, maybe a pharmaceutical production company, maybe here in abroad. So you need to have a knowledge of management. There are multinationals that you can start with here in Nigeria, then you go abroad and continue with it.
So where would you be by the end of this year? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, by the end of this year, by God's grace, I should have started my internship. I'm here to start.
Okay, where would you be doing that?
I don't know yet. I've been applying to several places, so I'm hoping I get a positive response. And if there is anyone that can help here too, there is no problem. I've applied to institutions, hospitals, federal hospitals generally. I've applied to many of them. I've applied to NAFDAC. I've applied to so many places. So hopefully before the end of the year, they should come here.
Okay. So now let me get something clear. The internship is important. It's important that you do an internship, right?
Mandatory. Yes, it's mandatory.
It's mandatory. Okay.
Yes,
mandatory.
yes, ma'am.
So for instance, if you then find a school abroad or you apply to a school abroad and then you are admitted, would you stay and do your internship or would you rather leave?
All right. I would like to answer that question this way. I would like to answer it this way. It's a mandatory program of which the regulatory body that supervises it, they can only operate within Nigeria. So it is the best, in my own best interest, if I still have any hope of practicing the profession here in Nigeria, maybe in the near future. Not like I don't want to leave the country, but I just have to do my NYSC before I leave, so that anytime I come back, I'll be able to do anything I want to do in the system without having the issue of you did not do NYSC or all those kind of things.
Okay, makes sense.
So that's the thing.
Okay, so if I got you correctly, your name is David, you graduated from OAU, you studied pharmacy, you're preparing for a managerial examination, and then you're also looking to get an internship position. So as we wrap up this meeting because of time, so let me say this. So for everybody who is not comfortable, turning on your video, or you turn video on, you put it off, you're showing me that you are probably doing other things as well here. And do you know why I said that? Because I teach classes here. And I know that when you are teaching an online class, students...
I'm breaking my fast. I'm just breaking my fast.
Just eat your food. Let's see your mouth as you are moving it. So what I'm saying is, people, the thing about Zoom, we can do a lot of things behind the scene with Zoom. So, and I don't want us to do that, because when we are here, let's know that we're not doing anything else. When I dedicate 30 minutes, I know that, okay, I am leaving everything that I should be doing so that we all can spend time together and talk about, our plans. So the thing I want us to do is, everybody get a journal. A journal is just me just choosing a name. It's notebook. Journal and notebook. So there's no big deal about journal. It's just the name. Get a notebook or an exercise book, not a piece of paper. Don't get a jotter. Not something that you just tear, you'll be tearing anyhow. Get a note that you won't be able to easily pull from, okay? The idea is, there's something they call, I don't know how to say this in English. I don't know, for those who understand Yoruba, what I'm basically saying is there's so much power in writing down something, because the hand is connected to your brain. I don't know. So the thing here is, when we meet, good. So you wanted to share some thought there, right?
Share about and brain coordination is true in science.
Good. I'm glad there's a scientist too that can attest to that. So when we are thinking things, I always have a note around me, because I like to write the things that, those light bulb moments, those ideas, I write them down. Because when I write them down, they are more likely I don't forget them, and I don't want to lose touch, with or from my ideas or those goals. So having a note that is like a standby thing, every time we meet, you have your thoughts written there, the things you're taking from our meetings, and the way in which you're progressing with your plans should be, the journey in itself should be properly articulated in that book. Another thing that I would encourage everybody to do is, there is a video that I'm going to share with you all. I'm sure some of you may have watched the video before, some of you might not have. I'm still going to ask Ola Sam to send the video to everybody. You all should watch the video, and the first thing we will do next week is for everybody to say, okay, this is what I took away from watching that video in 1 minute, okay? When we're meeting next week, tell us briefly, what did you take away from the video in 1 minute? The second assignment is, you know what you want to achieve in a month, right? In 3 months, in 6 months. I'm not interested in your 6 months. I'm only interested in what you want to do in this quarter. And I'm primarily interested in what you will do in 30 days. So before I start supporting you in June, you must show me that, okay, you deserve to be supported in the month of June. And so your results in May is what will guarantee your having access to this program in June and having access to this program in July. So the first thing I want us to work on is, Scholar Sam would get us, added to, there's a form that we all will be working in. Like, you go to the form, write your name, write the things that you're looking to achieve. There's a way we do it. So he's just going to make the link to that form accessible to not everybody, but to those of us that made it to this meeting. So if you know you made it to this meeting today, just simply send Scholar Sam a DM. He will send you that video. 2, he will send you a link to that Google form. What is the essence of that Google form? The Google form is for you to go there and say, okay, this is my name, this is my big goal for this month, and these are the steps that I will take on a weekly basis. So at the beginning of each week, so for example, before we meet next week Sunday, you must have gone into that form and write the things you want to do for the week, for the coming week, starting from next week Sunday. So let me use myself as an example. So I have access to this Google form. I will go into the form. I type my name. I type my location. I type what I want to do in 30 days, right? And then I type week 1 for the first week. Let's assume that I am doing this assignment next week, Friday or Saturday. I am writing in that form what I want to do, for the week that's, no. So I go into that form, I write whatever it is I want to achieve from what is next week Sunday? Next week Sunday, is it 7th? 8th, good. So I go to the form on Friday, which is 6th, right? And then on Saturday, I go to the form again and look at it and say, okay, I am sure of what I've written in this form. Now, when I'm done doing that, I know I'm meeting with everybody on Sunday, because everybody has access to that form. Everybody is looking at me in 3D, because I've said in the form, these are the things I will do. Other people can comment under my plan and say, why don't you write it this way? Why have you thought about this thing? The idea is that everybody is supporting everybody. Anybody that does not make comments on other people's plans does not deserve to have other people making comments on their plans. Does that make sense? So it's not like anybody is working in isolation. So you can't go to the form and write your own plans for the week and then you disappear and then you want to come here on Sunday. No, it won't work that way. You have to constantly go into the form, even during the week, so that when you are seeing what some other people are looking to achieve, okay, when you are seeing that, okay, someone who says she will call somebody on Monday to close a sale, and you see that the person was able to make the call, and the person then came back to the form and attached a social proof showing that this is how much sale I was able to make this week based on the step that I took, right? Someone who wants to make $1,000 by the end of the month, for example, you can't make $1,000 by sitting down, right? You have to take steps. So let's say your week 1 step is to call 10 people. On Monday, how many will you call to achieve that 10 number, the 10, the figure of calling 10 people that week? So you call 2 on Monday, call 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Wednesday, 2 on Thursday. At the end of the week, you have spoken to 10 people. let's say 3 of them buy your product at how much? Maybe $250 per product. And then 3 people buy, or 2 of them bought, or even just 1 bought. At least let's see the results by Friday. So we'll be measuring the results that you intend to achieve every, by the end of every week. So what would make logical sense now is for us not to wait till next week. Once we jump off this meeting, because we're just starting, I want you to go to, once he shares the link with you guys, tomorrow, thank God there's public holiday in Nigeria tomorrow. People will not come and be giving an excuse that there's no time. So go to the form and write your big goal for in 30 days. Then write what you will do in the next few days to make that big goal happen. You write it on Monday, and everybody will see what everybody has written for the week. Now, you will then go back to that form during the week to comment on other people's goals. Why don't you do this? Have you seen this page? Have you seen this school's information? We are connecting each other to resources. We're giving each other ideas. We're each other's accountability partner. And we know that there's no other way to do that but the Google form. So that by Friday, you that you have worked on your own goal from Monday to Friday, let's see results. Did some people pay you money? Show us the screenshot of the transaction. You don't have to show us the name. Just attach a proof of your weekly results so that we can measure what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
now, when we meet on Sunday, the only thing we're doing is to review what everybody has done. So on Sunday when we're meeting, we know you would have questions. We know something might not have worked out the way you wanted it to work out. So the top of your big challenge on Sunday is what we will discuss as a group. But before we start, please mute yourself, Sarah.
Is that right? That is on your mind. I understand.
She's not here. Sarah, are you there?
Oh, yes.
You can mute her. You can mute her.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
Please
Sorry,
be muted. Thank you. Okay, she just muted herself. So, what was I saying? So on that Sunday, because I don't want us to be doing a ledger meaning I don't want us to be talking like we did today. When we meet, the first 30 minutes, I'm going to ask Olasam to think of what we're going to be doing that will keep everybody busy. Maybe we're all going to be reading, maybe we're all going to be watching a video, or maybe we're all going to be taking an action that is in line with what we want to then achieve for the new week. Or perhaps the theme for the new week that is starting on Monday, we'll write it as a group on Sunday, and then we'll keep doing it that way. So the idea is, I'm not sure how this will work out, Scholar Sam, you can help me here. So when we come on Sundays, what you guys will do for this Monday, which is tomorrow, is what we'll be doing on Sundays, meaning the plan for the new week. You go into your section of the Google form, you write out the plans for the week, okay, in 15 minutes, and the steps that you will take, the habits that you will form that week that will help you achieve those things. And then when you are done, we'll all come together to then answer questions from what you did last week that did not work or that worked. So that's what I'm thinking that we can do, so that we're able to at least measure and do something concrete when we meet. I know that it will not take more than 15 to 20 minutes to go to the Google form and write what we will do for the week, for the new week, starting on the Monday after the Sunday meeting. So what I think we can do in addition to that would be maybe sometimes we'll watch a short video, sometimes we'll read a short excerpt from a book. But I think that because of the way all of us are wired, we might play a short video, or just ask somebody to to lead us in a reading section. I don't know. We'll decide how that will work out. So that at least we have something new that we're learning and using to energize ourselves in the coming weeks. So I'm done talking. Let me ask Scholar Sam share some thoughts.
So when they are talking, you are blocking your ear.
Scholar Sarah, are you here or we should remove you? Scholar
Yes,
Sam,
she should do an introduction of herself.
Yeah, Scholar Sarah. Is she even Scholar Sarah? Let's even know where she belongs first. Tell us a little bit about you, Sarah, or more on you.
Okay, good evening. I'm sorry.
I see your face too, please.
I was on transit.
We need to see your face.
Okay, let me see.
Okay,
Good
yeah, we
evening.
can see your face. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. I just recently joined. So what exactly do I need to? What do I need to say? Can you just give me?
Okay.
So points.
Sure. The first thing we said was everyone should first of all, you join the meeting late, which will not be acceptable from next week. So if you're going to be here and present, you join at 8 p.m. Nigerian time, please, because of God. You join at 8 p.m. and then we want to make sure that we stick to 45 minutes, 30 minutes writing, 15 minutes writing our plans for the new week, 15 minutes reading or watching a video, and then 15 minutes discussing and answering questions, so that we'll have 45 minutes from next week. So try to, of course, make sure that you join at 8 p.m. Nigerian time next week. We're not sure whether we're going to be using, we'll still continue to do Zoom, but we need to then figure out whether Zoom is sustainable or we want to go to Restream or StreamYard. We need to decide that. We would communicate all of that to you guys through Scholar Sam. So what did we do today? I introduced myself. Scholar Sam did the same. Everybody introduced. This is who I am. This is where I'm located. And this is what I want to do in 30 days. And the reason why we're doing that exercise is, so now let me break it down a little by explaining to you what we do with this program. This is like a self-paced program where mainly we are the one doing the work, but we're just here supporting each other as accountability partners. So if there is anybody in this program that cannot get things done by themselves, this program is not for them. This program is for anybody that, with a little push, with a little motivation, with a little someone watching your back, you can get things done. That's why we created this program, because it is free. It is not supposed to be rigorous or stressful on any group member, knowing that nobody's paying for this service. We're just here to, lean on me, that kind of thing, to kind of lean on each other. So what did everybody do? Everybody introduced, we did our introduction, and then we shared the biggest thing or the main goal that we want to achieve in 30 days. And we said that goal might be linked to something you want to do in 90 days, in 60 days, in 6 months, but we thought that it would make sense to start small and say, okay, even if you want someone with person with one born twins, if you must have a set of twins, at least you have to have somebody that you copulate with so that you can have the baby, right? So you can't start talking about, I want to have a house. Well, that first, do you have cement, or have you even bought the cement? Have you bought the land? So we want to start with the small and measurable things that will help us get to the big goal. So you can tell us your big goal, but we're more interested in what do you want to do in the next 30 days.
Okay. Good evening, Sarah. As you can see, I'm in Nigeria, Ibadan, Nigeria, and I'm a lawyer and also a freelancer. So my goal for the next 30 days is to I learned from Mariam that she's currently on a fully funded scholarship in the US. So I want to learn about that. I did just a little bit of research. I won't call it research. And then I learned that US schools are more inclined to grant scholarship to those within the science field, science and tech field, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to find out
That's wrong.
opportunities that,
Just to clarify, that's
oh,
not true.
okay, there was one acronym like you said. I can't
That's
really
not
place
true.
it.
I'm not in the sciences. I'm in the social
Them.
science.
Okay.
STEM.
Okay.
Okay, no, not
Like,
STEM. I'm even a non-STEM. I don't even know anything STEM
But
related.
that's good.
harder.
STEM.
I'm just doing
I've
with
been on the
communication.
journey of scholarship as well, but it could be harder for lawyers compared to
I don't
social
think so.
sciences, humanity. I see they don't get fully. It's usually most times, except if it's PhD. But
I
for
am
masters,
telling you
yeah.
that it is not exactly so. At least I'm also in that line of trying to write, LS, the
LSAT. I
law
saw your
school exam.
videos.
So I'm just helping you guys understand that number one, the popular thing might not be, so it might be common knowledge that it is not possible. But what is the truth
Okay.
that you are
I think
holding?
it's not possible. It might not be as easy, but it is possible.
Okay, so let's say it might not be as easy. So you need to then ask yourself, what is the common knowledge is it is not as easy. But what reality are you going to maintain? Yeah, I don't want to work with people with negative
Because
mind though.
I know many lawyers that are studying in the US, and most of them are in University of Illinois. And even if they get scholarship, half the time they still have to maybe reimburse. Few times like that on LinkedIn that my class, I mean not my class, but senior lawyers will be like, please, I need a lot of some funds to beat up with the partial scholarship that I got from the US. So that's why I have that kind of information.
So now let me just let's focus on Scholar Sarah. So my point exactly is, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No
Yes, there are
problem.
scholarships that don't follow what people say. You need to ask yourself, my case is different. Some churches carry
Mm-hmm.
that my case is
Yeah, of
different.
course.
So
Yeah.
even if
Mindset is very
there might
important.
there might be people here who will tell you things that may be true. Actually, these things are true. What people are saying, they are not lies. But you have to ask yourself, who are you turning to? Are you looking up to the ease where your help comes from, or you're looking to people? So that's my own mindset, and that is the mindset that I am here to teach you guys that yes, the truth is these things might not be common for people in your line or even for a lawyer to get a fully funded, not even for a PhD, but there are people who get fully funded. For instance, it's not common that someone would do a master's and get fully funded, even in any field here. I got fully funded and I came to do a master's, right? And there are some other things that I won't go into that Scholar Sam and some of the people in Q1, they know about based on some of the achievements we're able to record. So this is not supposed to be like, let's not go back and forth on some of these principles. One thing
Okay.
I'm just here to teach is, right, or maybe it's also important that I say that let me let you finish what you're trying to say. So I got the point about you trying to get fully funded scholarship, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the next 30 days, I just want to learn about, like you said, I shouldn't go with general knowledge. So I want to
Okay. So
depth
I would interrupt you so that we don't like waste time on this since we're already
time.
out of
Okay.
time. So what I would
Okay.
say is everybody on your section of the Google form that you're going to fill, I want everybody to freely speak your mind. All the things that you could not say here today, rants, they said this, people have told me this, people have said this. Like, I want us to be vulnerable. You don't have to share your private life information, but you are just saying, I'm just saying that all the things that are making you think that things cannot happen for you, write them there. So you are not just filling a form, you are just saying, okay, this is the notes. I write my name, I write my location, I write my big goal, I write the big goal for the year, and then I'm specific by saying, okay, this is the goal for the next 30 days. Then these are the beliefs that I have about achieving this goal. Whether these beliefs are your own beliefs, what people have told you, write those things down. You know why you are writing them down? So that when things change for you, you can go back and say, shame me not, see how far I have come. Does that make sense? If you don't trace where you are coming from, you won't be able to measure your success and give glory to God when you eventually get those things done. You must write the doubt, or even the ones that people are saying to you, look at you that you finish with first class, all the things that people probably have ever said to you, the ones that hurt you, the ones that make you, write everything. So that by the 30 days countdown or 60 days, or depending on how long it takes for you to get to that goal, you can measure and say, wow, so these things are not actually true. What matters is what I think, right? And that is the way I want. That will be the eventual takeaway. Even if some of you spend only 30 days or you spend only 1 week, because some people will spend 1 week and disappear. That's how life is. Oh. And some people will succeed and make 2 weeks. Some people will make it to the 3rd week. Some people will make it to the end of the month. Some people will make it to the end of the quarter. However long you stay, I just want you to at least take something away when you leave, or if life happens and you are not able to continue. So Scholar Sam is the next person that I will talk to once you all jump off this call. I would like to say good night, everybody. But remember, don't forget the assignment. The first thing is he will share with you a video that I want you all to watch. The second thing is he's going to share a Google form. The Google form is not something you go to once in a while. That is where, that's like our classroom. That's like our WhatsApp platform. Because we know WhatsApp nonsense, I don't want to be caught up in WhatsApp wahala. So I want a place where even if people lose chats, they will not lose their content in the Google form. And 5 years from now, 3 years from now, we can always go back there. And please remember that we will meet next week, Sunday at 8 p.m. But before that, you have to do 2 assignments tomorrow. Tomorrow is public holiday, so no excuse. Do these 2 assignments as soon as you get them from Scholar Sam. And we will decide how we would continue to meet, whether it is Zoom or StreamYard, and he will share all of those details with you all. Thank you all and good night. Scholar Sam, please wait. Okay, Scholar Sam is the only one. Yeah, great. I think I over talked today. What do you think? Uh-oh, did I lose him? Are you there? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I can hear you now. So I have
Okay.
I have 1 question and 2 tasks for you. So first of all, before I
Okay.
ask I have 2 questions. First of all, how was this meeting? What do you think?
Well, I would say it was okay. At least looking at the numbers of people that turned out to be present, it's a work in progress and it's still okay. And their response was also very positive. So I feel we'll go along with this quarter.
Okay. So the second question is, look at me, I just forgot. The second question is mainly about, yes, should we do Zoom or do StreamYard?
Well, I would say Zoom, but looking at the number of people that joined at the beginning, I think we lost about 3 people or so, which I'm not even sure of why they left. Probably it's the network or probably data issues and all of this. So I would say probably we should try Zoom and probably StreamYard or Restream next week. As one of both and Zoom. Let's just use two channels. So use Zoom as the main channel, then probably Restream or StreamYard for those
I didn't hear you.
have issues and probably data. I said we should use Zoom. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said we should use Zoom and probably use Restream or StreamYard next week. That's as a second channel. So we can cover for those that couldn't join or probably those that joined and left along the line. So I think that's what we should do.
Okay.
Then another thing now, not everybody, not the 13 people that applied on the Google form were inside. Possible for them, like for us to like give them just one more chance to join next week Sunday, and see. Then if they don't join, we can just go on with those we have on ground.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, because one, it takes time for people to adjust mentally to something, So, and since the awareness, like we didn't give them enough time to prepare or get ready to join today. So we can send like a recording, not necessarily they won't even watch it. Let's not waste our time trying to send recording to anybody. So what we can do is, I think we can do that. We never can tell. Some people might end up watching.
It's better we send. Some of them will, some of them will watch.
So
it's better we send just to be on the safe side.
So maybe what we can do is to do it this way and say, okay, did you miss this clarity of vision meeting this Sunday? These are the ways you can still remain on the program.
Okay.
Please watch this replay and do the following assignments. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah, that's better.
Do you think you want to create like a WhatsApp group for them, or you'd rather use WhatsApp broadcast list?
I already did create a group for the 13 of them.
Awesome.
And then I also do the WhatsApp broadcast list. So by next week Sunday, I'll actually take an attendance of those that attended the meeting by next week Sunday. So by the end of next week Sunday, I'll have to remove those that were unable to join. So for now, it's still the 13 people that applied that in the group.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So for now, it's just the 13 people that are in the group. So as time goes, we'll begin to reduce them and see how many people can still
are still here.
Keep up with it.
Okay, that makes sense. So the other thing that I'm trying to hold my laptop because I want to plug my phone and go back to my seat. I think the other thing that I want us to move really fast this quarter. We started the quarter, but we have lost time because last month there was just so much going on with everybody and we couldn't do so much. And I want us to move faster this next 30 days. So one thing that I want us to do quickly is, so to start with, we can try to use Restream next week, okay? And we will have this Zoom link on standby. The only thing that I would do is I would use I will use my laptop for Restream. That would be the main platform. Then the sister platform would be Zoom, which of course I will also turn on my phone as the location for the Zoom thing. So that, let's say some people are not able to join Restream, which of course is not going to be the case, because I noticed that the internet for Restream it doesn't consume so much internet like the other platform. So we can try that, and I want to set up the link for that right now so that I don't procrastinate. The other thing I want you to do while I'm trying to set up the link for Restream is I want us to have them join the Google Classroom.
Okay. Yeah, you spoke about that during the meeting.
So I don't know if you want to wait till next week to have them join Google Classroom, or how do you want to go about that? Or
No,
would you start sending the link
I'd actually
to those?
prefer. I'll prefer we send the link to them, not probably tomorrow morning, because now they already have an assignment they have to submit. So then you didn't give them a deadline for submission of the assignment.
I think Monday tomorrow.
Monday. Okay, so I'll relay that to them. So tomorrow is Monday, and I'll also be sending the link to them tomorrow. Can we just make it Tuesday for a start? And
I didn't
for
get
next
you.
week, the submission. I said, I'm going to send the link for the Google Classroom to them tomorrow morning.
Mhm.
And if you have to submit, it should be latest by 12 noon. That's Nigerian time. So I would say a lot of them might actually be busy due to the fact that, okay, some of them are Muslims, they'll be occupied and all of this. So they might not be available early in the morning tomorrow to submit the assignment. So I would say we should, extend the deadline to Tuesday just for this week. Then from next week, the deadline will be Monday.
Actually, from next week, the deadline won't be Monday. The deadline will be on Sunday.
Okay, when? Okay. That's
so
good.
My proposition from next week is that, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so my proposition is that from next week, when we meet on Sundays, when we're meeting from next week Sunday, we are using the first 15 minutes to work on the task for the new week individually.
Okay.
So meaning that what the assignment that you would have done that you'll be procrastinating on in the week, you don't have to do it again. You would have done it on Sunday, which of course is the beginning of a new week, by looking and just working under the past week activity, right? And in the course of the week, the only thing everybody should do is to go to the form and leave comments on other people's tasks. Oh, have you thought of this school? Oh, have you checked this thing? Oh, have you done this? Why don't you write it this way? So that way, you and myself, or when the other scholars, maybe Scholar Bisola, when she comes around, they won't be the only ones giving like ideas. Everybody can share idea with everybody.
Okay.
Because everyone here, they are all smart people.
Better.
Yeah, they are all smart people. So the fact that you know that, others are looking to do this in the week, I am also looking to do this in the week. At least we know we're helping each other. And the other thing I want us to do is, when we meet, we can choose to watch a short video or just read a short, excerpt from a book. I don't know. I haven't decided how that would work, because I know that we all of us, we don't have the same books. So if I start saying, let's buy this book and let's all start reading it, except if
we can get an ebook.
That's what I'm thinking. Except if we can get a book that has ebook formats and that we can share with everybody, so that every month we know, okay, this book that we're all reading is available to everybody, and everybody's supposed to read this page to that page for another 10 minutes, and then we discuss what we have learned. Or we are all supposed to watch this video for so number of minutes, and then we are all to discuss what we have learned. So now I would write a short note to you via WhatsApp message stating, number one, we'll use Restream. I'll talk about the platform. I don't want to forget. Number two, class activity to include weekly goals. Okay. And then number three would be study time, maybe just 10 minutes. We can do that as a breakout room. So like we just put ourselves in 2 different breakout rooms. We don't even need breakout room. It's a small meeting. Let's not waste time doing all those serere. So it's a small
That's going
group.
to take more time, yeah.
We can all stay together and do that study time for 10 minutes, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 4. The fourth one would be we'll all then come together and share reflections on what we have studied as a group, and would also then ask our biggest questions, as in the questions or the whatever it is that we did in the past week that wasn't really clear to us. It's just like a student that got assignments last week, submitted assignments, right? And then other classmates are giving ideas on how the assignment can be better. And then the student come to class on another week and they are doing another assignment, and they are then sharing ideas based on the assignment from the last week. So that's the way I see that the whole thing will run. And so I will send you a Restream link on WhatsApp. I would also share with you. Is the Google form, do we have a Google form, or are we using the same old form?
The Google form, is it the one they used to join, or which of the Google forms?
Google Doc. I'm talking, it should be the doc that should be talking about.
It should be a new one.
Okay, so I can, do you want to create that, or do you want me to create and share with you?
I'd prefer you create and share with me.
Okay, so
sorry, the Google Doc is what we use in the classroom now.
Yes.
Now, sorry, then so I have to send them the link for the Google documents and also the Google Classroom, right?
So now you cannot add so you will add to the classroom your finalized list next weekend.
Okay.
So those that you are giving
okay, so I'm not sending. What you're saying now is I'm not going to send the link to the classroom for now until next week.
Since we are giving chance to some.
Yeah, you were saying something.
Since we are giving chance to some other people to make adjustments and be ready from next week, right? Was that not our agreement? So we're saying that we don't want to go back and forth with the classroom. You want to at least then add the people that would, okay, yes, these are our people by May 8th. But since we know that some people already joined and we don't want to keep them waiting for as far as the assignment is concerned, we can get them started with the Google form. Or what do you think? Or would you rather add them? What do you think is convenient for you?
What I was thinking is actually the group I created for them now, I sent a message asking those that were in the meeting to send me a DM so I can actually share with them the link to probably the classroom and also the documents you're going to create.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
So that way, those that have attended can do the assignment and submit in the classroom. So the next week we had the new set of people to the classroom also.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's what I feel.
I think that's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good plan.
I think that way we won't keep those that already have attended the meeting waiting.
Exactly.
So
yeah. Knowing that in the long run, except you choose to keep the WhatsApp platform, I don't want to have any business with the WhatsApp platform because.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't even bother adding it to the group. The reason I added them to the group is, okay, fine. Sometimes not everybody might be available at the same time. So once I leave a message on the group, I also send direct messages to them also. So, and that way, I might not be able to send to everybody. I might omit some names. So that's the essence for the group. So in case I omit the DMs, they can actually get the message in the group. So that's why I created. That's the essence of the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
So,
I think that makes sense. So yeah, we can do it that way. So the only thing that I'm going to prepare and send to you is the Restream link and the. So what we can do is for this month, we will put I will share with you the Restream link privately. And
okay.
I'm not sure if we can, I don't know how to then set the link in such a way that we don't have to recreate a link every week. But whatever the case.
For do you mean for Restream?
I don't think it's possible.
Okay. I'll just say we should stick to Zoom. Sincerely, I think Zoom is okay because looking at the turnout of things, aside from the 3 people we lost out from during the meeting, every other person was okay with Zoom network wise. So, well, I'll actually get in touch. I think I remember 2 people that left during the meeting. I think that one John David and I can't remember the name of the other person, but I'll probably chat the person up and ask why they were not able to continue with the meeting. So that way, so that way we'll be able to know what exactly is the issue. So if it's something we can tackle with Zoom, then we'll still stick to Zoom. And if it's something we have to change, we'll know, okay, this is what we should do. So I feel let me get in touch with those guys first and see what their reason for leaving the meeting is first before we talk of doing the Restream. Because I feel this Zoom is actually better.
Okay.
Once there is good network, the Zoom is okay. And that way you can also live stream and you don't need to keep creating a new link every week and all of those.
That's another thing. But once I figure out that Restream too has that option where you don't have to recruit link, we may want to I don't think that would also be a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
if Restream can also do something like that, is okay.
Yeah, that's what I will try to figure out. And once we sort that out, you can make a post on the Google Classroom where, the link for the weekly meeting is there. 2, the link to the Google form where people share their class updates is also there. In fact, if you want to do this in a way that makes people pay attention, Scholar Sam, this is my suggestion. Send them the link to the Google Classroom and tell them that the assignment is there and all the instructions.
Okay, that would be better.
Do you understand? If you want them to get used to paying attention and focusing on what has to be done, simply do a simple post on the Google Classroom saying, "You're welcome to the Clarity of Vision." Don't put here because this thing can go on for longer than we're possibly going to imagine. Simply say, my name is this, and you're welcome to the clarity of this. And here are the instructions that I want you to take note of so that you can join our meeting weekly at 8 p.m. The first thing is, here is the link to join the meeting at 8 p.m., West African time. 2, for your weekly assignments, which must be submitted in class during our first 15 minutes live session, is this Zoom, is this Google Doc. You have to say it in your own words. Let me not, you know what I'm trying to say, but my English sometimes can be more than, And then the third one is, this is the book. This is the book we're reading for the month. And You will be
Okay.
told the page that we are reading every time we meet. So for instance, I will try to look at the book that I have. There's one book called I can't I've had that book for like forever, and I've been on serious about reading the book. So if the book is going to be useful for what we're doing, we all can read
Okay.
the book. I'll just decide on that. And then I will share everything with
Okay.
you. And then you just make a single post on the classroom. And everybody who
Classroom.
joins as
Okay.
well, yeah, they can introduce themselves during a short video introduction. At least they have, after they have done this main assignment, you can then reach out to them. You can make a different post saying, oh, in this section, please drop your introduction here. Or you can do like a post. No, give them that, I don't know, give them that power to be able to make a video post like they would do if they were a teacher. So
Okay.
let me say that one more time. The same way you and I and every other person is able to go to the group and make a single post, you can promote them in a way that they can make that post. And immediately they are done making that post, you take that power away from them, because one,
Okay.
their video would be there already. They don't have to change it. Their what's it called? The Google form, the Google Doc,
Doc.
that their own version of the Google Doc would also be in their own section. Even though we know that the Google form is the same thing, or the Google Doc is the same thing that we are all going to be working on.
Okay.
Let me know if you understand everything I said.
Yeah, I understand perfectly.
Okay. Because I think I've given you too many work to do now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll sort it out.
Do you want me to
Not a
send a
problem.
voice note, or are you good?
Yeah, I'll prefer a voice note, or probably just a message highlighting the basic stuff I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
So that will be better.
I'll do a message. I'll do a message.
No.
I'll do a message now.
Okay. All right.
I'll
Thank
do a
you.
message. Yeah, good night. Please enjoy your public holiday.
Actually, I'm going
Bye.
to be
Take
on
care.
the farm all through.
All true. What are you doing?
Feeding the livestock, ensuring they are doing well.
So you do this like full time?
Yes, full time. I don't
Wow.
have any other work I'm doing. So that's what I do full time.
So how do you now sell your produce?
Yeah, well, I sell, there are restaurants, there are hotels I sell to in Lagos.
Nice.
So whenever
Wait,
they are
where is your
ready,
location?
I'm in Ibadan presently.
So how do they like get their stuff from you?
Actually, we slaughter. So when we slaughter, we freeze, then we transport down to Lagos.
Wow, makes sense. I'll come and learn work from you.
No problem.
Yeah. I think agriculture is a
All
good business to like invest in and get into. I'm really interested in doing something once I have the money. But my own thing again is I wish that there was a way to even like transport, not chicken, maybe, I don't know if it is catfish that I'm going to talk about now. Is it just poultry that you're into?
No, I do catfish and I do piggery also.
I think catfish will be something good. Like, do you do smoked one as well?
Yes, I do that.
I didn't know. So I think I am very interested in doing that, and like doing it and shipping in quantity fish here, because I know a lot of students, they like fish and egusi. Once they see or dry fish like this, they want to die. So I'm interested in doing that, you know. I know I will never have time to do the running around myself, so I don't mind partnering and we can
Okay.
talk more about that.
All right, no problem.
And I have
We'll
two
work on that.
brothers that they are just lazing around, that they should come and learn work.
No problem.
The only thing they have been talking to me about is they are looking for quick means to make money. So me,
Quick
my
means.
thing, yeah, like I told them that they are not serious. So what I would do, what my negotiation with them when I have money is, see, this amount of money, I want you to work with so person to learn how to do this type of business. And I want you to be paying me back in this installment. That's the deal I'm going to make with them. So when
And
the time
that's
comes,
better.
I will
That's
make
better.
that, I will have that conversation with them, then I would let you know. And if they are not open to that, I'm not ready to support you. Go and do something with your life. So
Okay.
that's my
All right, no problem.
decision. You have a wonderful night rest. Take care. God bless
And
you.
you too have a wonderful day too.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.